Alright guys, so check it out. I'm telling you, you absolutely need this gadget right here for all of your motorcycles. Alright everybody, what is going on? As always, thanks for stopping by to another video. Today we are out here on the streets of Philly, or sidewalks of Philly, I guess. Getting ready to take the Sportster out for a little ride today. But today we are talking Sportster tires again. So if you guys have been tuning in for a little while, you guys know I had an issue a few months back with patching up the rear tire here. And yes, it is of course still on the bike. I've got two brand new tires just sitting right in that garage right there, but still just haven't had a chance or haven't had a time to get over to the shop and get those things on the bike. So because of that, we have been experiencing a little bit of a leaky rear tire here. It is pretty much the middle of winter right now, so I haven't been riding too much. I've been riding to work every now and then. That's about 30 miles round trip, and I just haven't had a chance to get this thing changed. So because it has been leaky, I've been having to put air in this thing every time that I want to take it out. So it's always floating around like 15 to 20 psi, and what I have to do is go ahead and pump it up, get it back up to that normal 40 psi, and it's kind of been a pain in the ass a little bit. I really do just need to go ahead and get the new rear tire on this thing. Eventually, probably within the next couple weeks, I am going to be able to do that, but until then, we're going to have to keep putting air in this thing. Now, I will say the front has been pretty good. It's been holding air, but this is a 3-year-old tire. You can see it still seems to have a lot of good tread left on it, but I want to get this thing replaced too. Like I said, I've got the rear and the front. Both were just waiting in the garage. Just got to find time to get it to the shop to get these things replaced. The front, like I said, it's got good tread on it. I haven't really been having to fill it with air, but it just feels old and worn out a little bit. I'm excited to get some fresh rubber on these things. But until then, like I said, we gotta keep pumping this up. So we are coming back at you today with another gadget here from our friends of the show, Fanttik. So if you guys are familiar with Fanttik at all, they make a lot of really cool kind of automotive gadgets. They've got a lot of cool things as far as air pumps, tire inflators, portable jump starters. They've got like little gadgets and sweepers, vacuums for all your automotive needs and things like that. So today we're taking a look at the Fantic X8 Apex tire inflator. We're going to see how we can get this tire pumped up. Alright, so if you guys remember the last video that we partnered with Fantic on, that was for this little gadget right here, the Fantic X8 air compressor. Nice little gadget. We did a little test of inflating the rear tire at that time. Did a pretty good job. I've been using this X8 for quite a while now, and it's been holding up pretty well, doing the job, doing the trick, getting the rear tire pumped up pretty well. But our friends over at Fantic were nice enough to go ahead and partner with us on another video here for the X8 Apex. So what I want to do today is go ahead, run through this here, show you some of the differences. It's a little bit more of an advanced gadget over the original 8X. There's some additional features, some enhancements on this one. So thanks again to Fantic for partnering on this video and sending this one out for us. So I said we're going to run through all of those different features, and then we're actually going to put it to a test here with the rear tire. This is supposed to be a little bit more powerful. It's supposed to pump up a little bit faster. So I'm going to get the rear tire to the same PSI it was with the X8, and then we're going to give this one a test, see how fast it pumps this up from the same PSI up to the recommended 40 PSI. So as always with your Fantic devices, you're going to get a nice good felt bag here. Let's take a look at everything you're going to get in the bag. Here is the main device. Obviously you're going to have a good LCD display here. If you take a look at a little bit of the shape and size, the X8 is a little bit smaller. Again, the X8 Apex, a little bit different shape, a little bit different size, a little bit bigger. It does have more capabilities, so it is a little bit bigger size. But again, this is still going to fit in any bag you have. For example, it's going to fit in any swing arm bag you have here for any tire inflation needs that you might have. But as we take a look at what you're going to get, obviously you've got the device, you've got the bag. Right off the bat, one of the really good things about this one that I like over the regular X8 is the fact that you're going to get a much bigger tube here. So this is going to give you a lot more range. When we'll show you here in just a second, it's going to give you a lot more range, have a lot more flexibility to get into your tires and be a little bit more comfortable as opposed to this smaller tube. You can see some of the differences here from the X8 Apex. So of course, to get this thing started here, you're just going to go ahead and twist the tube, get this thing screwed right in there so you can start preparing to go ahead and inflate your tires. So to turn it on, we've got our different buttons here. We're going to turn it on. You'll see the bright LCD display that pops up here. You're going to hold in the power button, and then there we go. We got this thing turned on. So just like the other device, you're going to have some different settings that you can cycle through. Right here, you're on a manual setting, okay? So you can go ahead, pump it up to wherever you want it, put it right at your number. Another nice feature of this is it does have an auto stop. So wherever you set it, you're going to hit start. It's going to start pumping up. It's going to hit that number to avoid any overinflation, and it's going to shut off at that time. So we go ahead and cycle through here. If you want to have any preset settings, you've got a car, you can set it to where you want. You've got bicycle. You've got motorcycle as well. You can set it up and down wherever you want. Those presets are just going to store in there. Hit start. Thing's going to start inflating right to where you want it. Bicycle. And then, of course, sports ball, football, basketball, anything like that. So for our purposes here, we'll go ahead and set it to motorcycle. We're going to hit this thing up to 40 PSI. That is the recommended PSI for a Sportster rear tire. But before we get started, there's some other features, again, like I said, that are going to separate this from the regular X8. If we take a look down here, this thing's also going to function as a charging block. So you've got your USB, USB-C ports here. You can go ahead and plug your phone in, charge here, charge other devices if you're out camping, traveling, something dies like that. You're going to have the options to go ahead and use this as a charging block to charge up any of those devices. One of the really good main features that's different from the regular X8. Alrighty, so we're going to come down here, and this is where we're really going to get into the true test here. We're going to see if this thing actually will inflate the tire faster than the regular X8 model. So again, like you see here, you've got the long extended cable here. We can just come right into the valve stem of the tire. The other good thing that I really like about these tubes is these twist really easily. I've messed around with some that are kind of hard to get on the tip of the valve stem there, but these are pretty easy to twist, just sits right there. Alrighty, so again, there we have it. We're going to have a readout here. So if you ever need to check your pressure, anything like that, it's going to show you exactly where you're at. We're at about 16 PSI on this tire, so that's obviously not good. We need to get this thing up to 40 PSI. So like I said, this is just about exactly where it was when I tested out the previous one. Now that took 4 minutes and 13 seconds to get this thing up to 40 PSI. So in just a minute here, we're going to hit start. We're going to pump up this tire. We're going to see how long it takes, see if it's a little bit quicker. Alrighty, so pretty easy. Again, like I said, we've got it set at 40 PSI. We know we're at 16. We want to get up to 40. We're just going to hit the power button. That's going to activate your device, and this tire is going to start inflating. I'm going to hit start at the same time on our stopwatch over here, and we will keep an eye to see how fast this can get this tire from 16 up to 40. So here we go. Alrighty, so there we have it. Just hit the auto stop there. Like I said, got up to 40 PSI, automatically stopped. And if we take a look at our time here, I think I hit the timer just a little bit late, but about 2 minutes and 20 seconds there. So like I said with the previous one, same PSI, it was about 16, 17 PSI. We took it all the way up to 40 with the other one. That took about 4 minutes and 30 seconds. We hit about 2 minutes and 20 seconds right here to get to the same PSI. So as you can see, very good, efficient, effective gadget right here when this took half the time of the other one. You got low tires. If your tires are, floating around 20, 25 PSI, this thing's going to get it there in about 2 minutes. You're on your way back on the road. Pretty good and efficient. I'm pretty impressed with how this bigger battery of this one really kind of pumped out a lot more air and made a more efficient way to get up to 40 PSI here. Really cool. So then again, all we got to do, twist the valve stem. Super simple, easy, and convenient to twist this thing right off. Like I said, I've seen others that aren't quite as easy as this. You're just going to pop it off, set your device down to the side, put your cap back on, and you're good to go to get back on the road. So then when you're all done, obviously you can just unscrew your tube here. Always place it back in the bag if you need to. And another cool thing about this as well is you've got your light here on the end of this. So if it's at night, you need to see, you've got a stable light, you got a flashing light. Again, if you need to get down in here to see anything, it's daytime right now, but obviously that light can always come in handy if you're ever in the dark needing to find your valve or the stem of your tire. Really kind of helps you out there. So there you have it. That's a quick look at the Fantic X8 Apex tire inflator. Again, just a little bit more advanced than the regular X8 here. Again, I was very happy with this one, even more satisfied with this one when you see how quickly that pumped up the tire there. We went up about 25 psi in about 2 minutes to get this thing road ready inflated tires. And again, you got the cool different features. You've got presets, you've got manual, you've got a light, you've got USB charging down here. Now the device itself, it does charge via USB. That is going to come in the box for you. That's going to be all set, good to go. You can charge it with any USB charger, USB-C, any of your phone devices, all that good stuff all around. I would say, like I said, this is a gadget that you 100% need for any of your motorcycles. You're out traveling, riding. You could even throw it in a car, like I said. It's going to work like that. Now, they do say that this is going to be good enough to pump up about 4 car tires on one charge, maybe about 8 motorcycle tires on one charge before you have to charge it again. And again, we've got our nice little bag that this is going to come in here. Fits perfectly in my back bag here. So to turn it off, you're just going to go ahead, hold in that power button. Power's down. Throw it back in your bag, cinch it up. Throw it in your bag, fits real nice in there. We're ready to get back on the road with our pumped up and inflated rear tire now, but hopefully I'm going to get those brand new tires on there soon. So again, to wrap this one up, this is the Fantic X8 Apex tire inflator. Go ahead and check out everything Fanttik has to offer on their website. Of course, I will drop the links down below in this video. Make sure you check them out. All those cool automotive gadgets and everything helps out us motorcycle guys too. Huge shout out for them for partnering on this video and sending out this device for me to give a try. I'll be using this a ton in the future to keep the tires properly inflated. So of course, that is going to wrap this one up for now. We're inflated, good to go. We're going to hop on the bike, take a little ride. It's kind of middle of winter here, but we've been getting some decent temperatures. We've got about 50s, mid 50s. Always good to take a ride there. So as always, be a friend, tell a friend. If you like anything we got going on here, make sure you like this video, drop a comment down there. And as always, we will catch you on the next one. Make sure you ride safe out there, guys. It's the Moto John. We'll see you all on down the road. Peace.